Salutations and welcome to Kirby Plays Games. In this video I am going to share some of the most underrated perks in 7 Days to Die. This is of course just my opinion, but I believe that all three of these skills fly under the radar with most players, even though they are actually quite potent when you invest points into them. In this video we will be covering 3 perks in particular, so stick around to find out what these hidden gems are, and make sure to leave a comment with your opinion of the perks I have chosen to showcase, and let me know if there are any underrated perks you have come across that you would add to this list. The first perk is my personal favorite, and though previously I never bothered with it, now it has become a skill that I always invest my points into when playing 7 Days to Die. The name of this perk is Parkour.
Parkour!
Why is this perk so awesome? Well, there are 2 main benefits, the first of which is reducing fall damage and eliminating the risk of broken and sprained legs from a fall.
Parkour! 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 I'm right behind you, Andy! Come on! Yeah!
Has this ever happened to you? You are enjoying your day raiding a large point of interest, or maybe even completing a large building project, when suddenly a floor collapses under you, or you lose your footing and you fall several stories, breaking your legs and suffering significant damage. Then zombies swarm up out of nowhere and eat you as you try to hobble away. Well, if this sounds familiar, or like a situation that you would like to avoid, then Parkour has your back. The other benefit is increased jumping ability, which allows you to hop easily over obstacles and scale buildings like a mountain goat. This gives you the ability to easily avoid zombies and outmaneuver other players in the game world. Honestly, this is so much fun, and it unlocks an entirely new playstyle in 7 Days to Die. Highly recommending trying this one out. The first level of Parkour, Tumbler, increases your safe fall distance by 1 meter and reduces the stamina cost of jumping by 10%. The second level, Stuntman, requires agility level 4, but it is where the fun begins. It reduces jumping stamina cost by 20% and increases the safe fall distance by 2 meters. Most notably though, it allows you to jump 1 meter higher. Level 3 of Parkour is Adrenaline Junkie, which requires agility level 6, and further reduces stamina cost of jumping, while increasing your safe fall distance to 4 meters. Plus, it makes you immune to breaking a leg from a fall. Finally, level 4 is Parkour Master, which requires agility level 8 to unlock. It reduces the stamina cost of jumping by 40%, increases your safe fall distance by 5 meters, makes you immune to breaking or spraining your leg from falling, and lets you jump 2 meters higher than non-parkouring players. The benefit of this increased jump is that you can easily clear 2 blocks with a single leap, which completely changes the game in my experience. It not only allows for more ambitious looting paths, but also easier escapes and very unique base designs. The next perk on our list is Deep Cuts, and while it is not nearly as game-changing as the other 2 perks I am mentioning, it can be quite formidable, and is worth mentioning in my opinion. Spending points in this skill will increase your damage with knives and machetes and allow you to inflict bleeding wounds with them. The first level of this skill, Dull Blade, allows you to stack up to 3 bleeding wounds, which decrease enemies' speed by 10% and have their duration refreshed with every cut. It also allows you to craft hunting knives, which are surprisingly fun to use in a fight. It is also worth noting that power attacks will inflict additional bleeding wounds on your target. The final level of this skill, Samurai, makes you especially deadly with knives and machetes. You will not only deal 50% more damage, but can also inflict up to 7 bleeding wounds on an enemy, with power attacks inflicting 5 wounds with a single strike. Additionally, glancing blows will cause bleeding, and enemies will move 20% slower while they are bleeding. The final level of this skill requires 10 agility to unlock, but it is surprisingly powerful, especially in PvP scenarios. It is also quite satisfying to stab a zombie and walk away knowing that they will drop from blood loss in just a few short seconds. Deep Cuts is not too shabby, but this last perk is a real game changer. So let's review the awesomeness that is Run and Gun. First is that it increases hipfire accuracy, which is nice to have. The second benefit, though, is a reduction to the movement penalty imposed on you while you are reloading your weapon. This is a massive advantage that can absolutely make the difference between life and death in a PvP firefight or in a rumble with zombies. Have you ever engaged with an enemy and found that while reloading, your speed is nerfed so much that you are easily overtaken and killed by an angry zombie bear? Well, with the final level of the Run and Gun perk, Trigger Man, this will no longer be a problem. Requiring only 6 agility to unlock, this perk not only increases hipfire accuracy by 25%, but more importantly, makes it so that you have absolutely no movement penalty while reloading. This means that when you stop to reload, you won't actually have to stop. That is, you won't slow down at all and continue moving to keep distance from zombies or enemy players. This means that in PvP, you will not be nearly as easy to hit while reloading because you are able to run and weave with no reduction to your normal moving speed. And those are my 3 picks for the most underrated perks in 7 Days to Die. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Most importantly, have an excellent day.